Looking at an interesting rifle here today. This is an UZI. This is a 9mm UZI SBR, meaning short barrel rifle. It's registered to have the short rifle with the stock. We're also taking a look at a Gemtech Mossad II, which is the suppressor for it. So I guess first off we'll take a look at the UZI itself. We've done this video on this particular one before, but we'll take a look at some of the basics. Its magazine comes straight up through the pistol grip with the clip on the side here. So once the magazine is inserted and you want to remove it, you just push down on this clip, on that lever, and it'll drop the mag. This one happens to be a 32 round magazine. Its selector is right here near your thumb for a right-handed shooter. Works great. Left-handed shooters are able to come back and with a move their firing grip to get to it. There's a grip safety so that when it's in fire, and we check to make sure that it's empty, the trigger won't pull without the grip safety engaged. Its charging handle is on the top. There's a cutout in the charging handle so you can see the sights through it. The iron sights have a 100 and a 200 meter peep in the back, and its sight picture, well, it's going to look something like this. It's a little tough to show, but you can also just use it with your cheek back here. You can just sort of line this up like a large ghost ring. So its charging handle is up top. This one is a closed bolt, unlike some of the older ones that fire from an open bolt. The stock is folded in back. The easiest way to get it out is with a little tap and pull it. That's going to extend it into position and lock it. To unlock it, sort of squeeze here. Again, it's set up for a right-handed shooter, so if you flip it over and squeeze with your thumb, it's going to move, and that releases the first joint. There's a button here. You push that and that releases the second joint. It'll start to fold up and it'll lock up, and in order to get it to lock back into position, again, a little tap is all that's necessary to sort of tap it into position in a closed position. You don't need to push anything. You just tap it to get it into open position. This one is made by IMI in Israel. Again, it's a 9mm. Making sure that it's empty. To disassemble it for cleaning, near the rear sight, there's a little lever, and when you push that lever, the cover plate will come off. Once the cover plate is off, you can just sort of pull back the bolt, and then the bolt and springs will come out, and that pretty much gives you in there for cleaning. You can take the barrel off as well by pushing in this plunger, turning the nut. Once the barrel nut's off, the barrel just slides out, and you can see from this angle, the barrel just slides out of that front trunnion type of sleeve, and now it's completely apart for cleaning. If you really wanted to, you could remove the lower and see that this pin is where this comes out, and the trigger group comes out as an assembly. And go ahead and slide it back together here. On the barrel, you'll see there's this shape where it locks into place so that it's both indexed and headspaced. Headspace is the distance between the back of the barrel and the front of the bolt. You just kind of hold this stuff together, let the springs go in first, and they go into sort of slots back here. Once they go in, you sort of pull it back so that it covers the barrel, and then last, the cover goes in up at the front sight post, squeeze down at the back, and your Uzi's back together. Now we'll take a look at that suppressor. The 9mm, pretty decent round for suppressing. So Gemtech was able to make a fairly compact suppressor for it, like most Gemtechs. It comes in a cardboard box with some bubble wrap, and then it's inside. So nice looking suppressor, very lightweight. So this suppressor from Gemtech, the Mossad II, is 10.8 ounces. The UZI, on the other hand, not a very lightweight firearm. For that small firearm, it's 8.4 ounces, 8 pounds, 8.4 ounces. So the way that the suppressors work is pretty handy. We're gonna just push down on that plunger again. I just do it with my thumb, and the barrel nut comes off. We could pull the barrel again, but we don't need to. Now the suppressor has the same ridges that the back of our barrel nut has. So I hold these up next to each other, you see. And those work with the detent, the front of the barrel there, actually the back of the barrel. So once it screws in place and replaces that barrel nut, it locks into place. And that stops the suppressor from backing off while it's being fired. So it does add some overall length to the rifle, of course. But as far as suppressors go, very light and compact compared to the suppressive power. So there's our UZI SBR with the Gemtech Mossad II suppressor.